Hello everyone, my name's Lisa and I'm gonna do an energy reading to see what this full moon is bringing in for us. I don't know if anybody else has been feeling it for a while now. I have been like so freaking hyper. I mean, like yesterday I worked a double, not a full double because it was dead, so I got off early, but I still went out and like ran a couple miles, and which I don't know, it's kind of crazy that I still had so much energy. But anyway, exercise is definitely going to help like release like the stress or just even anxiety, or just like this like you can feel something coming in, and that's because there is this big shift coming. Okay, it's this huge opportunity just to like push back or push past, I mean, all the resistance that you may have had towards stepping into the unknown. Okay, it's really about like pushing forward and really believing and expecting and just opening up to what you want coming true. And it may not happen like instantaneously, but it's like that willingness to put in the work to create the life that you truly want, rather than like holding on to the resistance or the people that say that you can't, or the people that or just the situations, you know, because I don't like talking about people. I don't even care, like I'm just in this place, and I hope for you guys to get into that place where it's just like, it doesn't even fucking matter what other people think, it's just like, just listen to your heart, and you know where you're meant to stay, you know where you're meant to go. And if you aren't in that place where you feel free, listen to the part of your heart that's like pushing you to break free from there, because this time now is it's like the magical moment you've been waiting for to release the fear of moving forward. It's like, yeah, I just heard like, stop saying can't. All right, so I have a very deep connection with Lemuria, okay? Lemurian guides have just like, they're always surrounding me and pushing me forward. I speak often of it, my connection with mermaids and dolphins and whales in the ocean, and anyway, that energy is also like, really just tap into it, the frequency, just the energy. If you can get towards water, be around water, listen to the frequency sounds on YouTube. All right, but I'm going to get one card from the Lemurian Star Child deck. I love this deck. It's really beautiful. All right, give me one card for the collective today. All right, we're getting two. Yeah, see, awakening. A lot of you are going through spiritual awakenings. Well, really all of us, including like the whole freaking planet, is going through this awakening. So wherever you've been spiritually, it's like you're going to the next level, okay? Know who you are. DNA activation, exactly. Major energetic upgrades, DNA upgrades. Our galactic guides and connections are just surrounding us, descending down love. Yeah, I'm hearing golden diamond droplets of love, like purity. There's that unicorn. The unicorn energy also surrounding. That's been around for weeks. I have very deep connection to unicorns as well. Like, you are pure, open spiritual eyes. It's just having the courage to see the magic that's all around you, rather than to focus on the negative. It doesn't mean that bad things aren't still going on, or whatever, bad things but it's like, what you choose to focus on, that's what's going to grow. That's what you're going to harvest. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, what's here? Dove of peace, stay in the heart, all is well, be at peace. Yeah, don't worry, because the divine has got you. The universe has got you. Yeah, look at the top card here, trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith, because I feel like whatever it is that you want to do, it's asking that, like, you're being asked by the universe to take a giant leap of faith. It's like you go and the universe is fucking gonna catch you, okay? But it's like there may not be any proof of that, all right? But this is where, you know, over the years, you know, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been ordering readings. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. Some of you are my diehards. You've been with me for like the past 5 or 6 years, since whenever I started my channel, and I just appreciate you so much. And some of you, it's just been like the last few years, but I just appreciate you guys so much. I love you. And you know, so we're heading into this time, like over these years we've been developing, okay? Those of you that I've worked with, you know, one-on-one, I've done readings for, you know, I know you've been doing the work, okay? I've been doing the work. All of us have been growing, okay? So this time right now, this like harvest time, it's like the reason why, well, it's your opportunity to really put your money where your mouth is, okay? To really like walk your talk. Like, have you really been growing? Have you really been doing this work? Like, it's because it's more about like, what are you feeling inside? What does your intuition tell you? It's not so much a reliance on me or any other tarot card reader or anybody else out there in the universe that you may listen to. Yeah, I said, they said, whoever's perspective you may ponder, like, and it's about you and feeling it. Like, we've been having these situations over the last like year, you know, since like 2022 has happened. It's like there's been all these different situations that's happened, and where it's like you can like feel the energy of like what's meant for you and what's not right for you, you know. And some people have like continued to touch that flame, and some people have been slowly backing away from it. And it's like you should have been, it's just been this process of learning to trust yourself, okay? And now we're venturing into this new phase where it's like, it's a continuation of whatever, you know, it's like this growth of your own development, your own intuitive development, okay? That's what they just said, okay? So it's the reliance on self, right? Because, you know, for me, what I believe is that I am not God, but God is within me. I am created in his likeness. You know, if God can create the world or anything, I also believe that I can, okay? So, and if I can, and I believe that like all of us are the same, you can. So I feel like this this oneness, this idea of oneness, this understanding of who you are and how you can develop further, you know, this deeper understanding of yourself and what you actually want. Like this is we're entering this stage of really the pure manifestation of your imagination, what you've been creating, what you believe. Yeah, look, forgiveness, this is Master Jesus. So there's been a lot of forgiveness over the last couple years in this release of the things that we've learned that just aren't for our highest good. And it's not about releasing them in anger or bitterness or I hope they get theirs or whatever like that. It's like, no, it's like releasing in peace. You know, it's releasing. It's like, thank you for the lesson. I love you. You know, it's time for me to move on. You know, this is no longer working for me. And like always having the love there, but just knowing that you no longer belong there, or you can no longer, just like you're no longer going to sit at that table. You're moving up like to closer to a different table, you know? It doesn't mean that that table's bad. It just means that it's like there's no longer space there for you. There's another seat up front that's opened up for you. And it's trusting that moving forward is safe. It's no longer holding on to whatever's happened at that other table, you know, that kept you sitting there for so long, you know, but it was comfortable. Yeah, see, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. It's like you're embodying the reason why you've lived the life you've lived. You know, why, I've just heard like why you've had such a dark past, you know, but it's like, it's no longer carrying it. It's like, you aren't that person anymore. You know, like for me, like I know that I've had to work through a lot of things. Like, for me, it was like my mental health, you know, because, you know, as a child and as a teenager, I was victimized a lot. I had a lot of like molested as a child and raped and gang raped, and, you know, so then I got like stigmatized as like crazy and, you know, issues. And I guess I did have issues, you know, but I've worked through them. Okay. As I've healed my past and forgiven my past and forgiven all the projections that were placed upon me and that I even carried, you know, it's like I've realized who I am. You know, I always say, it's like, you know, I know they have like all these other things that you can like develop yourself or whatever, you know, they say like, oh, I don't know, whatever they say, because I don't say it, but for me, it's about going within. Okay. I always say that on here. It's like, you got to do the work from within. It's blossoming from the inside out. It's not about like getting all the material stuff and having like the outside, because your outside can look fucking amazing, but you could still be a fucking shitty, miserable person, you know? And working on your character development, it's like, you know, that takes fucking guts, all right? And developing your character, I don't know, a while ago, like years ago, I saw this meme, and I think it was like by Will Smith or something, but it said, dream big, dream so big, you have to grow into the person that can make them happen. So it's like, you know, all those years ago when I saw that, it's like, and even the person that I understand today, that whatever I've been through in my past, it built me, it made me stronger, because that person that I was wouldn't be able to handle the things that I'm entering into. Okay. I was never ready for those phases. I had to go through this whole process of healing. It's like everything has served its purpose, but it's also, I feel like it's kept me level-headed, you know. I've also learned that I'm like no different than anybody else, you know. I don't know. Psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. And it's like just accepting. It's yeah. Sometimes endings are sad, but you don't have to stay there. It's like embracing the lesson, appreciating the whole movement through it, you know, everything that came from it, all the tears, all the aches, all the kicks, all the, like, everything, you know, being kicked in the gut over and over again, you know, being left practically for fucking dead, you know, realizing the people closest to you were the first to fucking walk away, you know. These are very difficult lessons, but it's like embracing the lesson behind it and letting go of the resentment that may have come from it. Because into this new era of life, it's about joy and happiness, and it's not to say that things aren't going to go wrong, but it's not allowing the bitterness or heartache of our past to block us from living this abundant, fruitful, happy, joyful life that the universe is presenting a path forward to. Yeah. Keep your eyes wide open. You see the truth. You see people for who and what they are. And it's not about judging anyone. You can still love these people, but some people need to be loved from a distance. And, you know, I know for me, it's like sometimes you just have to cut people off, you know. It's like, that's what happened for me, like when I got sober, you know, and I've been sober for 21 years. It was never anything that I expected. I never expected to stay sober this long, you know. It wasn't even something that I really wanted when I first stopped drinking and using drugs. But it was the first time that I had been like completely cut off. Like nobody was giving me any money, and I was like I had to live in a halfway house, like, and I had to fend for myself, and there was nobody around to take my bullshit, and I was forced to hit my bottom. And sometimes it's like, who am I to stop somebody from hitting their bottom, you know? And that's the way that I feel like some of these disconnections, because I feel like there's a lot of endings happening. There's relationships ending, and it's not because you don't have love for these people. It's just that whatever they're doing or wherever they're at in their life, you've grown above it, and it doesn't mean that you're better than them. It's just like, that's not for you anymore, you know. And my phone just went off, so whenever that happens, I always feel like that's a confirmation of what I'm saying. All right, let's get one of these cards. My super attractor power comes from how I feel, my faith in love, and the joy I put out. Exactly. Continuing doing, look, I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. Exactly. And what does this one say? My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. It's seeing the good. It's seeing the good. It's living the good. It's trusting in the good, in the people. It's like that are entering into your life. I don't have any ill will for anybody that I've, you know, that's no longer in my life. I wish everybody happiness. I wish everybody joy, you know, but there are some, you know, I'm just, you know, you got to grow. I'm just continuing to grow. And that's it. You know, it's just like my life has taken a different turn, and I want different things. And that doesn't mean that I'm bad, and it doesn't mean that other people are bad because they don't want what I want, you know? It just means we're different. And what's that? Okay, so there's some sort of, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. I feel like somebody is about to reveal true feelings, okay? Or somebody is denying their true feelings. And this is let go of control issues. So I feel like somebody has been trying to control the way that they feel about someone or something. But let me tell you, this full moon, nothing's going to be able to be hidden anymore. Not from yourself. Okay? You're not going to be able to bullshit yourself anymore. It's whatever comes to light is going to come to light. And you either act upon it or you live with knowing that this was your truth and you did nothing about it. Something like that. Okay? But it doesn't mean that you can't change it whenever you decide to change it, but not everybody's going to decide to change it. But I'm telling you, right now, this energy is like magnificent for change. change. Wow. There's SoulMate. This is a big card, you guys, okay? Most of you that watch my videos, like, you know what this card stands for, all right? And for those of you that don't, I'm going to just say the story really quick. But when my twin passed away, the original SoulMate card that was in this deck disappeared. But when I purchased this deck, it came with 2 Stay Optimistic About Your Love Life cards, okay? So after the original SoulMate card disappeared, after he passed away, like literally like the next day, I went to get a message from him and the card wasn't there, and it's like it always came out and it was gone. So I used this card and I made it the S card, the SoulMate card, and so when it comes out, it's very powerful. It's very significant. It means a lot. I'm hearing divine union. There is something coming together that is beyond your control, and it's like, just ease into it. It's nothing that needs to be rushed. It's happening. It's a happening. Yeah, see, making the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. All right, I'm gonna get one unicorn card. Love heals fear. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people be less afraid. There's a lot of forgiveness coming in here, okay? This is just this opportunity to release the past, the bitterness in your heart. It's just like, let it go. Let it go, because the universe just has so much more for you. And you know this. Like, I feel like who's ever watching this, it's like, you know this. It's just the fear of the change. And it's like being so comfortable with the pain. But the pain is like, you can get addicted to that, like the same as like endorphins. This is why they're saying that exercise is so important, okay? Because it's like it's like the way that you're going to still feed that addiction, but in a positive manner. Look, happy surprise. Something very good is about to happen. What is this back here? Look, love. The answer you're seeking is love. There's so much love in this energy. Just excitement and fresh and new. And I feel like this reading is done. I love you. I hope you have a magnificent day. And if anyone's interested in a personal reading, all my information is in the description box. The 50% off is still running through the end of July. So you just use discount code LOVE, LOVE. And yeah, have an awesome day. Bye, guys.